Previously on Yes, It's Me Toolz. I have a project that I'm working on, but I thought I would do some content creation for it that I will use to pitch to brands. I am creating almost commercials and ads that I can use for Toolz Live. White Lotus is coming back. White Lotus is on television and they're in Thailand. I want Thai food. This one goes to the White Lotus Season 3. I was going to talk to you about White Lotus tomorrow. I can't. I need to speak about it right now. I'm so fucking obsessed with this show. I blocked the words White Lotus on Twitter so I don't have any spoilers ahead of tonight's episode. I hate spoilers, and it's the finale of White Lotus, and I don't feel like having any spoilers on any of the social medias. So I have decided that I will be locking and hiding all the social media apps that I do not want to get spoilers from. So that means that I am going to go quiet, turn off all notifications on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, because I want to enjoy the finale, the 90-minute finale of White Lotus tomorrow. Now that was a very chaotic start to the vlog. What is up, beautiful people? Now, people always stop me in the streets and they say to me, hey, aren't you? And I say, yes, it's me, Toolz. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, T-Squad. If you want to be a part of the T-Squad, all you got to do is subscribe and hit the thumbs up button because it's fun and it's free. Welcome to a new vlog, and I don't know why this shirt, why does it keep doing that? It goes doo-doo, and I wanted to go fucking down. It goes, shirt.
Why do it keep doing that? Like, it's going this way. Like, no, I'm fucking trying to straighten it down. This shit keep going like, whoop, like, no, go do. What the fuck?
Oh. Okay, a new vlog. Welcome to the week. It is Monday, and it's pitch week. I'm going to be pitching a lot of what I've been telling you about to the brands, and let's see how it goes down. Cross fingers, hold thumbs for me, pray for me that the brands like what I've done and the Toolz Live ads, and that's what I'm essentially pitching to my brand partners so that we can grow Toolz Live. So if you want to help me out, please go subscribe to Toolz Live. It would help me a lot. All right, we need some coffee. That is fantastic. I have no milk. It is fine. We will march on. Don't worry. As you saw at the beginning of this vlog, I literally locked and hid my social media apps. So no Instagram, no Twitter, no TikTok. The reason being is that I don't want spoilers for not Black Lotus. What am I saying? For White Lotus. I guess we'll just have to have black coffee. Nothing wrong with that. I take it black, like my man.
Cream? No, thank you. I take it black, like my man.
Speaking of coffee, I do have a delivery from my Nespresso family, and I have a little something happening with my Nespresso family. So as I said, I have blocked all my social media accounts this morning so that I don't get any spoilers for White Lotus. I love the show. It is, even though this season has been super slow, here are my predictions. So by the time you're watching this, the finale has aired. It's a 90-minute finale. And the whole premise of the show has been people that are in pain trying to find their peace. And Yeah, so I really think that the Radcliffes, the family from North Carolina, is going to have a smoothie with the poisonous fruit. I think that's what's going to happen because there was a hint that there was the fruit on the island is very poisonous. It will kill you. So, and we've seen that bloody blender so many times. I think there's going to be a smoothie made with the poisonous fruit. And that's, I think, how the Radcliffes will die. I don't think anything will happen to Belinda, the masseuse. But in terms of the gunshots that Belinda's son hears at the top of the season, I do think that will be Guy Talk. Because Mook in the previous episode said that she doesn't believe that Guy Talk can be violent. And even Guy Talk said that in Buddhism, you shouldn't fight with violence. Violence is never the answer. So, but Guy Talk has a gun, and I think he's going to be using it. And I think he's going to use it on the Russians to protect the three best friends. I don't know what's going to happen there. I think they're going to go back home, but their friendship dynamic will be the same, but in a different light. Because this has been happening, this kind of thing has been happening since 10th grade. They've been friends all along, but I think it's just, the friendship is just going to continue as is. Who am I missing? Oh. And I did a TikTok about Rick and Sam Rockwell's character, Frank. I think his name is Frank. How Sam Rockwell's character mentions how he likes to dress up as an Asian girl and get railed. How do I say this on YouTube without getting demonetized? So I think now, in the last scene that we saw of the previous episode, Rick and Frank are partying up, and Frank relapses. He has his first whiskey, but now they are doing blow and all of it. And I think in this last episode, Sam Rockwell's character will dress up as an Asian girl, and the Asian girl will be watching Rick and Sam Rockwell's character, Frank, getting it on. That's my predictions, because Mike White is crazy, and that's the craziest thing that I can think of happening in the show. We'll find out what happens tonight on White Lotus. I'm going to Pedro's to watch it, and we're going to order some food, so I think that should be quite fun. All unboxed, and look what Nespresso sent me. They sent me 2 sleeves of Bianco Doppio, which is my favorite. So this is great with milk, and it's a double espresso size. And then we have Chiaro, which is also my other favorite. And we have the this is a limited edition white chocolate and strawberry capsules. Love that. And they also gifted me the travel mug, and it's a large one. So I already have the oh yes, honey. Oh wow, what a beautiful mug. Oh, they've totally improved it. So yeah, this is the travel mug that we have here. Love that. Obviously recycling. And then I also got the display unit for my Virtuo capsules. I already use, I use this for Virtuo and the original capsules, but this one I'm going to reserve for original, and then the Virtuo capsules will go in here. Amazing. Love. To be honest with you, I thought I would have withdrawals from Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, because I'm on the internet a lot. I view the internet a lot, and I've borderline thinking that I had an addiction. But it's actually so freeing. Like, I wanted to do this unboxing on Instagram. I was like, oh, no, I can't. I've locked the app. So let me just do it normally. It's great. I love it. Oh, I love this display. Maybe I need to just do this a little bit more often. You know, where just take time out from notifications. Like, our minds and our lives are so dependent on every single notification. Whatever sound that comes from your phone, you like, you know, I try my best not to do, well, I actually don't. If I'm with someone and I get a notification on my phone, you won't see me look at my phone. And it gave me a nice, the color is also great. It goes with my kitchen. Amazing. You'll never see me look at my notifications if I'm, you know, having a conversation with someone. I think it's rude to now want to have a different conversation or to be on your phone when you're with somebody else. So, yeah. Ooh. This is cute. You would remember that there was a game that you could play at the Nespresso event. I played it with Kanye and Somi. You can go check out her channel. She's so lovely. And it was super fun. And it was almost like tic-tac-toe. So you had to get 3 in a row, like Northern Crosses, which was quite fun. Hey. So I need to try this white chocolate and strawberry. Do I do this with ice? Why we love it. Swirls of delicious white chocolate and strawberry flavored dance through this flavored coffee. A velvety smooth blend of Latin American and African Arabiacas. Is that right? Meets an indulgent sweet and juicy flavor. Barista Creations flavored white chocolate and strawberry is created to spark joy, savor, and share. Enjoy it with a dash of milk or splashed over ice to experience even more white chocolate flavor. And the capsules are so cute too. So that should be fun. Should have mixed it up a little bit, right? And what happens if I want one of these? So, I think this is cute. Or we can do this. Fill it up from the other side as well. So this would fit, let's see, we'll see how many we can fit. And also me being so pedantic. Oof. Good luck to this display. Okay, well this is great. And it looks, except for this one's uneven. So I need to take you out. You see now. Anyways, let me just finish this and get to work. I've got work to do and pictures to do.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I. See you all around my way. Been needing to say hi, but I'm just way too shy. I gotta make you see this is more than just a silly crush. And I wonder if you even notice me. And you gotta feel me.
It really is so cool that you can schedule out your Uber Eats order for a specific time. I absolutely love that. Convenience. Yes. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to Pedro's to watch the finale of White Lotus. Do I need something warm? But do I go as a complete slob? No. I'm going to keep the denims and then just change out the shirt for a hoodie. I must say that not having Instagram, TikTok, Twitter notifications or the apps on my home screen to tap open and be distracted by during the day is actually fantastic. I love it. I feel a little bit, there were moments during the day where I was like, oh, let me go check his, I can't. Whatever, it's fine. Go check someone's Instagram profile for a reference for what I needed. Nope, can't do that. Leave it. Haven't been on the apps since last night. And it's refreshing. It feels cool. I have not had any spoilers for White Lotus whatsoever. And it's great. I'm going to do this into the future. Maybe even when I want to focus and I have something important going on that doesn't require social media, then I will definitely do that often. I know that you can put focus mode on and all of that, but when the apps are right there, you just tap it open. The reflexes of using your phone is there. You know what I mean? So I eliminated that completely with locking and hiding the apps. And then now I can just pull them back after I've finished watching the TV show, which is amazing. Love! Pedro likes orange marmalade, so I wear it around him to torment him. So that's what I'm wearing tonight. I have completed the pitch proposals for this. Actually, 2. I've done 2. So I'm ready for the meetings this week. And, for me, I'll suggest this to you is if you want to do something that has never been done, or you have an idea that needs to be executed for someone to understand, do a trial run or do a mock-up of whatever you want to do and pitch to a potential sponsor or a potential brand. I think when you do that, it makes it easy for the other person to understand and say, oh, okay, this is what you want to do. So, essentially, that's exactly what I was doing for Toolz Live. And we'll see how it goes. It's something that I'm growing, and it's something it really hasn't been done. The formula is very much based off of television. So, people will understand that. But I don't think it's ever been done in this kind of way in this country on live streaming. So, and also in the process of me doing that, I'm also learning and saying, okay, maybe I do weekly on Sundays and then vertical will be during the week. How do I do breaking news? How do I introduce guests if I want to do that? And so I'm in the process of just working all of that out at the moment and learning, and I love the creative process of it. I enjoy it. And even if I wasn't pitching to the brands and potential sponsors, I would still be doing it regardless. So, still, cross fingers and pray for me that we can get this done and, get potential sponsors on board. Oh, look at that. Pedro always tries to fatten me up and makes me take these Portuguese desserts home. But I love them. I absolutely love them. All right, let's talk White Lotus. It is a finale, so if you haven't watched the finale of White Lotus, you can skip to this timestamp. Now, when it comes to the pros and the good of White Lotus, I think it was shot so beautifully and just portrayed Thailand in such a pretty, beautiful way. I mean, I'm still not going to Thailand, but it was shot beautifully and it looks stunning the way that they did it. I actually liked the character development. And a lot of people were saying that it's slow and there's no plot and what's going on. It's kind of boring. And that is essentially the show. That's what happens in a lot of the White Lotus seasons. And then it kicks in at the end. So I did like the character development from every little look that some characters made, the nuances that were between two people, and just the intensity of some of the relationships. I think, over the weeks that we've been watching this show, it has developed and we feel something from seeing the character development. And that is fantastic. And sometimes it's even without words being said. It's just in the way someone is positioned or looking or, which is brilliant. I think that's testament to the brilliant actors that are on the show. So that's the positives. I do feel like Mike White could have pushed the envelope a little bit more. And he has been provocative in the past and, and also in a comical way. This just seemed like one note right up until the end where it was a little bit of a crescendo, but it didn't build up. And I remember after every episode feeling like in the previous seasons, like the cliffhanger, and it was, I don't want any spoilers. And yeah, that's what I was looking for in this season. And unfortunately, it felt like it was one note. And when episodes would end, it didn't keep me in anticipation for the next episode, or, having that anxiety that I usually have for the show. I do feel like in terms of the finale, I think a lot of people could have been shot or died. I think Mike White should have made Lockie die. I think they should have done that and kept him dead and not him rising from the dead. So that's what I think they should have done, because the way it was also set up is that the final conversation that Lockie's brother Saxon had with him was like, forget about it. Are you mad with me? And the brother was angry with him. And the sister said that she didn't want him to ruin his life by moving to Thailand. So almost like being rejected. And then by accident, he takes the smoothie which had the suicide fruit in it. So then in turn, then the siblings would think, oh, he committed suicide because of our last conversation. And yeah, I think that would have been a brilliant question mark at the end. You know, you want to leave people with a question mark. I did predict that the girls would get back together. The friendship group would be fine at the end. But the reason why I said that is because it's a pattern. This is not the last trip that they're going to have like this before, because they're going to be like those old women that were at the other resort that they went to with the old geriatrics. So that was the Ratcliffes, the friendship group, Guy Tok and Mook. I said that Guy Tok would use his gun because he's a great shot. He knows how to use a gun very well. And there you go. That's what happened. I was disappointed with the Rick storyline. Yes, everyone knew that the old man, the owner, was Rick's dad. That was very much given, and we knew that was going to find out. It wasn't like a huge reveal, to be honest. Yeah, I really was hoping for a crazy interaction with Frank and Rick, you know, as what I thought I predicted, but it didn't happen. So yeah, I really wish Mike White had pushed the envelope a little bit more with the storyline and with cliffhangers. But all in all, it was fine. Wasn't the best season of White Lotus, but I enjoyed watching it for the last 8 weeks. Anyways, you are battery dying. So I am going to bid you good night, and I'll see you in the morning. This coffee is great. I tried the white chocolate and strawberry this morning, and I quite like it. I mean, if you like flavored coffees, you'll definitely love this, and it's great. I've been wanting to do this person on the Spotify spot for so long. I am such a huge fan of Darkchild, otherwise known as Rodney Jerkins. Well, Rodney Jerkins, otherwise known as Darkchild. His discography of music is just immaculate. It is incredible. He's worked with the likes of Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, to name but a few. And you know his music. Welcome to the Spotify Spot. This is a segment of the vlog where I plug you with music and podcasts that I am loving and enjoying. And you know what? Sometimes it's even music that is the day. The day. And today, the Spotify Spot goes to Darkchild. Obviously, you'll know his music because a majority of the artists, or him, in the beginning of the song goes, Darkchild, you know? Or sings, Darkchild. And Tony Braxton is one of them. There's so many songs of his that are iconic. And I don't know how many Grammys he's won. I'm driving, so I can't look. But it's not right, but it's okay. It's not right, but it's okay. If You Had My Love. If you had my love and The Boy Is Mine. He wasn't man enough for me.
He wasn't man enough for me.
I wanna make you holler.
I wanna make you holler.
You Rock My World by Michael Jackson. Who else? I mean, the discography, the hits are endless. I do have a playlist already of 3 hours of his music. What you can do right now, if you're watching this on your TV, like you should be, you can go to your Spotify app, tap search, and in the top right hand corner, you can tap the camera icon and then point your phone to the television, and then you'll get the playlist. Or if you're watching this on any other device, you can take a screenshot and in your Spotify app do the same thing by tapping search and then the camera icon in the top right hand corner, and then upload the screenshot, and then you'll get the playlist. So Dark Child is just a legend in terms of and all the stuff he's done with Brandy is just amazing. So definitely go listen to the playlist because there are so many hits on that playlist. It's phenomenal. Yeah. Another day, another delivery. Hi, how are you? Fine. I mean,
So I'm the local detective.
Yes.
As you may have heard, there's been a great coffee heist.
okay.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you to come with me aboard the Nespresso train.
Okay.
Right. So we're gonna look for our crown jewel, the Arpeggio Extra.
Okay.
Right. So this is gonna be happening on the 15th of April.
So I need to come and look for the Arpeggio
Yes.
crown jewel.
With me. On
Okay.
the 15th of April.
Okay.
So this is your boarding pass.
Love to see it. It's
And-
Inspector Gadget.
On the
Okay.
day,
Come
we're
on.
gonna bring it, and then we're gonna come aboard the train, and we're gonna investigate the crime.
Okay. So the thieves stealing the Nespresso.
Unfortunately,
Okay, we're gonna find it.
so I'll be the son.
Yes. Come on. Right. Thank you. I look forward to it. This is gonna be amazing. How cool is that? So we have to solve this great coffee heist. Nespresso invites you on an exclusive odyssey where the mystery meets indulgence. The newest jewel of the collection, Arpeggio Extra, is missing, and the only most discerning minds can uncover the truth. Will you be the one to solve the great coffee heist? Join us aboard the Lux Nespresso voyage to find out. Oh, I'm excited for this. This is amazing. So I do know where this is happening, but I don't know what's going to be happening besides me trying to find the jewel that is the Arpeggio Extra. So that is super exciting. And speaking of this Nespresso event, the dress code is formal with a touch of purple. Black tie with a touch of purple. I have purple pants, but the question is, do they fit? And these pants are also dirty. Ooh, this waistline. Okay. Please fit, please fit, please fit. Please. Please fit. Ay, ay, ay. It's a squeeze. It's a tight squeeze. When was I ever this size? At least I'll have a jacket. Hold on, you're not straight. Like me, I'm not straight. Like, I've got a huge camel toe. No, where is my bomard? That jacket. I need a bomard. Yes. H&M for Bama. Then we can, and then black tie. Ooh, it's actually okay. I think this works well. And then obviously then I'll wear a white shirt, velvet bow tie. Okay, get these cleaned, and then I have an outfit for Tuesday's event. Okay, so I'm glad that I have a outfit planned and ready for the Nespresso Great Heist event. Now, I need to talk to you about why you're here to watch this video. It's about pitching. It is really wonderful when you get an agency or a brand reaching out to you to collaborate on a paid partnership. I really do enjoy getting those emails, but sometimes, you don't get those emails. You have to be proactive and then do your own pitches to the brands. So let's get into pitching to the brands. Class is in session, so I'm going to suggest that you grab a notepad and a pen. And welcome to the Toolz Masterclass of Pitching to Brands. Sorry to interrupt your viewing, editing tools here. I just realized that I should call this segment Tools to Pitch. Isn't that genius? I only realized it now while I was editing. Okay, let's continue with the class. So with the steps that I'm going to be taking you through, I want to use a bit of an analogy. So the reason being is that you could easily plug and play the steps that I'm going to be giving to you right now. So, for instance, I don't cook. I don't like to cook, and it's not on brand with me. So, and people know that I don't like to cook. I make reservations in my kitchen. So, but for this analogy, you can use it and plug and play with anything, right? So, step one is to come up with your idea. And for instance, using the cooking analogy, maybe I want to do a cooking series of using a certain product in the series of maybe because now we're coming up to winter and it would be a soup series and how I would use a certain product in my soups. So different ways of how to make soups, right? Or I want to do some sort of a cooking event and it involves other people, other cooking influencers and people that are in space that are prolific within cooking. So that could be another example. But what I'm trying to say is that come up with your idea of what you want to do. All right. That's the first thing when you start to pitch. I would also suggest see what platform it would be on. Is it going to be a in-person event? Do you want to do an in-person event and you want brand sponsorship for that? Or do you want it to be a digital collaboration that you want to do? What platform will that live on? Will it be a YouTube cooking series? Will it be a TikTok fun short form video series? Or would it be beautiful imagery that you would be doing on Instagram? So a carousel of recipes that you would be doing. So come up with the idea and exactly how it would be executed. Number 2 is brand alignment. Now, this is the next step that you would do. So you have your idea, and let's say, for the sake of using the cooking example that I said at the beginning of this masterclass, I want to do a TikTok series of me doing the soups. I'm going to continue with the soup situation. And it's going to be a TikTok series where I will do cooking videos of how to make soups. But the catch here, it would be I use the same product, and this is where the brand would come in, where I use the same product and it would be how to use X product in my soups, right? So let's take, for instance, Woolworths food. They would be something that you would align with, and it would be something that you would do. You would be using Woolworths soups in your series. So maybe we creating soups from scratch. So all the products that I would be using would be from Woolworths. When I go shop, it would show me shopping at Woolworths because the alignment of the brand Woolworths works with me, and that makes synergy. And in turn, my audience is the same people that would purchase. So it's really important to have an alignment, not just with you and the brand, but your audience needs to also have the same brand alignment. What I do find that sometimes when people have a huge following and, for instance, they're a celebrity, then they will promote something that is really unattainable. And when majority of their audience is aspiring to the luxury, it's important to align your brand to your audience, right? And to the brand that you want to partner with. Sorry, me again. So what I also want to include is on the lines of brand alignment. For instance, in this analogy, I'm talking about cooking, and the analogy is of me cooking. Everyone knows that I don't cook, so it's not an alignment with who I am and my audience. My audience doesn't come to me for cooking. My audience comes to me for restaurant reservations. That's completely different. And I think it's important to make sure that what you do and that what you're pitching to the brand is aligned with your audience, with you, and with the brand. Another example that I use actually quite often is that, yes, I know that 70% of my following is female across all the platforms, but that doesn't mean that I must now promote sanitary pads. People will be like, okay, so why is he promoting sanitary pads? Just because my audience is 70% female doesn't mean I should take a check from Always or Tampax. Does that make sense? Okay, let's continue. So point number 3, and I think there's going to be a little bit of contention from what I'm saying right now. I would create content with the said brand for free. I would use the brand in the cooking. So we're going to continue with the cooking example. So let's say I want to pitch to Woolworths. I would make sure that the reel or the vertical video that I'm starting starts with Woolworths and me saying 30 days of soups with Toolz. I'm using all my ingredients from Woolworths, and today we're making a butternut soup from scratch. Then going into Woolworths, me pulling out a trolley, me putting the ingredients in, and you don't have to show all the ingredients, but then when you're in your kitchen, you have a stock full of Woolworths. Then you can also even do a grocery haul for another video. And then you create your soup from the product. Sometimes, yes, you can afford to buy the product and you are happy to, buy it and it's accessible for you. Sometimes the product that you want to pitch for is a high-ticketed item. I would then make sure that with whatever I am posting on my social media includes that brand. So I can do commentary. So let's say Le Creuset is a very high-ticketed item and it would work well with my cooking series. But what I would do is, in cooking, I would say, this pot from Le Creuset would work well. Maybe I don't have it, but I would say, have you seen the new Le Creuset pots that they have? and tag Le Creuset within the content that you're producing for free. I think it is important when you're starting your relationship with a brand to do content for free so that essentially they don't know who you are. And this is relationship building. This is important because it builds a relationship with the brand. All right. Now, point number 4. You have put out your content. You're engaging with the brand on social media. Maybe they don't have a local page, but they do have an agency here that works with the brand. Okay. So, but whatever you're doing, you're posting and you are becoming almost an authority in the space because you have done the series. It's gaining traction and you're being consistent with the content that you're producing. Step 4 is to put your proposal together. The first step, what you got to do, I would definitely suggest is that you get a contact email address, the right person to send your proposal to, which we're going to get to in a bit. The next step 4 is to make sure that you get the right contact. So go onto LinkedIn and see who is the marketing or social media person that's doing Woolworths food, or DM Woolworths and say, hi, looking to do a collaboration with you guys and would love to send you a proposal. Please could you send me an email address of the right person to send my proposal to? Because you don't DM them saying we want to do a collaboration. You don't need a WhatsApp. You don't call. The professional right way to do this is to send an email with a proposal. Okay. We got that. Okay, now time for the fun part. When you put your proposal together, you must always think in terms of what the brand manager or agency is seeing. First of all, let's take our cooking example that we had. 30 soups in 30 days. You know, you call it something, you give it a signature series. Then I present the idea to them. I show them what content I've done. I've shown them what the results of that content has been. Then I take it to what my audience is about. Give a snapshot of who follows me. Because essentially, if the brand is collaborating with Toolz on his soups 30 days, 30 soups in 30 days, then they want to know exactly who is it being promoted to, and a snapshot of the audience. Then take it to what do you want from the brand and what you can provide for the brand. And it's a simple document. It doesn't need to be long-winded. It doesn't need to be paragraphs and pages of things, because people are busy. You need to get to the point. Get to the point of what do you want? What can you give the brand? No one wants to whiff through a lot of documentation. So that is the basic crux of it. So I would say the idea is Toolz 30 soups in 30 days. This is the content that I've done. These are the comments that I received, and these are the people that went out and tried the soup recipe that I shared. And these are the DMs that I got. Yeah. Then we go, oh, this is the audience that I work with, and these are the people that are purchasing. It might not even be hundreds and thousands or millions of followers, but if you have a few people that are loyal to your fan base and they are loyal to what you do, that is value. That is value in what you do. So moving on. And then I say, what do I want from Woolworths? I would love a collaboration of sorts. And the collaboration would either be maybe product and stock that that they can gift me. Maybe it's a paid partnership that you'd look for, and this is how much you'd want for this paid partnership. And this is, what you would like from it. Then this next step would be what you can provide for the brand. So now we've done May and you've seen the content. We'd like to do, this is the content that I can give you for June and July. Maybe it's not soups. Maybe it's comfort food for June and July for that you would shop at Woolworths. So it's another 30-day series, but it's plugging in a different aspect from their brand, keeping the brand top of mind, because at the end of the day, it's a relationship. And then the final step, once you've got your proposal together, is to reach out to either the agency or the brand manager and say, this is a proposal that I have. This is an idea. If it's a lot more complex idea, I would suggest doing a virtual meeting or a meeting in person. But that's only if you have a relationship with said brand manager or agency. But if you don't, then I would suggest doing a cold call to see who the right person is to speak to, the decision maker who would be able to assist you and get this done. So yeah, and then that would be emailing it to the relevant person. And that is basically it. So, to conclude the idea and the analogy that I used of Toolz 30 days, 30 soups in 30 days, I would then reach out to Woolworths, maybe even reach out to Le Creuset and say, these are the posts that I've used and this is what I've done, and would love for you to collaborate on the next series that I'm doing, which would be comfort food. A lot of the times you might find that the strategy of the brand already is going in one way and you aren't in that strategy just yet. But opening up the idea and the conversation to the agency or brand manager puts you in the forefront of their mind. It also gives them a fresh take on what they're doing, and especially if you have a case study that you can show to the brands. At the end of the day, the brand wants to win and you want to win. So that is an idea of how I would pitch, and that's how I go into. Sometimes it's a little bit more complex, but yeah, that's a basic idea of how I pitch to brands. And I hope that you can come up with the most amazing ideas and that you can collaborate with the most fantastic brands, because at the end of the day, there is space for everyone. There is definitely opportunities. All you got to do is just come up with amazing creative ideas, because there's opportunity for everyone. So good luck. DM me, email me if you want some advice. My DMs and email is always open, and I'm here to assist where I can.
Even though they know they really can't handle it.
They can't handle it?
They can't handle it. Trying to take me out to dinner, I cancel it. If you really want to know me, first of all, You should never try to get too personal, cause I meant it when I said you got a long way to go. Yeah. You claim that you're so high, you say you got skills in the bedroom. Try to flow through so long, how to chase you still never come through. Say you wanna come see me, you need your girlfriend with me. I'ma tell you why you can't. You got a long way to go. Say you wanna love me, wanna touch me, cause you got a long way to go.
Good evening. As you know, I have the Nespresso event, the Great Coffee Heist, which I am all dolled up and ready for. And let me tell you, it is a challenge doing content for 3 different things. I have to do an Instagram reel, I have to do a TikTok, and I'm obviously vlogging, which will also couple up for Toolz Live. Because I'm going to be doing a segment for Toolz Live from this event. And tonight, I don't have a shooters club because the content that I'm shooting didn't really need them. So, which is a pity, but it's fine. It's all good. Okay, let me get what I need in here, and then we can andiamo. This bag is a mix. Okay, I need you. I don't need you. I need my Nespresso boarding pass. We might as well put in a fragrance. I think I'm gonna go with Jamila London Cypress and Grape Vine. Obviously, that is always a great winner. But I'm taking the little luxury, always so convenient to have. Okay. This is a paid partnership with Nespresso, as a disclaimer to let you know. But it should be fun. I think we're going to see a lot of our usual faves tonight, and it's going to be a good time. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, we're here. We're good. Okay. We're like literally outside. Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye.
A superstar. 3, 2, 1, and thank you.
Thank you. The best in the business.
That wasn't too bad.
No, thank you. I also told Didi that we do not have a fan today. Didi, what do you have to say for yourself with bringing an uncharged fan to an event in the sun?
But still, Toolz. Who has makeup is
You look great.
Thank you. And if I need to keep looking great,
Because
unfortunately the weather's on my side, so I won't be needing your services today.
or the fan.
Okay.
Not the services, the fan. You look beautiful. How gorgeous do you look? And your makeup is stunning.
Thank you.
Everything
so
is stunning
much.
about you,
Thank
my
you.
love.
You're looking gorgeous yourself.
Good morning. What an absolutely fun event. It was really, really good. And you know me, it takes a lot to impress me. What are we going to, okay, so let me just speak about this event first, and I'll show you the gifts that we got. We got the Virtuo capsules, Alticio. That's what we got. And we also got another travel mug to add to my collection. And some chocolate chip cookies. Oh, you know what I don't have? Recycling bags. Yeah, okay, that's just a box. So, yeah, it was really, really great. Great crowd. The food was delicious. Amazing food. And the drinks were amazing too. Yeah, had a great time. And every single touch point that Nespresso added went back, and there was a follow through to the global campaign with George Clooney, which is very good and clever, but also done in our market in the best kind of way. It was really great. We went to the Rovos Rail, as you saw, and, you know, it was the heist to find the jewels, and the jewels were the Nespresso capsules. So we had to find clues. I got my clues easily done. Duh. Some of them were easy. Some of them were a little bit challenging. But yeah, we had a great time. It was a fun night out. I love it when brands, you know, take time out to meticulously plan things out and execute a campaign or an event in a fantastic kind of way. So yeah, that was great. Okay, so let's make some coffee. So as you know, this whole week I have been pitching the Toolz Live concept to brand partners and brands that I work with already, because it's an easy sell to work with the brands that I have. The resounding feedback that I get from the brands is that they love that I've made an effort and been proactive in pitching to them, and they say that and they also say that they're really appreciative of the efforts that I put in to my pitch. At the end of the day, for me, it needs to be your pitch when you do it. And this is some advice: is take it or leave it. It's not, you know, I'm not the pitch master, but I have a good track record when it comes to pitching. When it comes to pitching, I always like to make it easy for the person that's on the receiving end to understand what's going on. And if you can visualize and picture what I'm trying to pitch to you, then it makes it easy. And also just answer the simple questions. What do you want from me? How much is it going to cost? What do you want to do? And what is my return on investment? I mean, if you can simply answer those questions in your pitch and whatever you do, you are bound to get a great answer. Or, you know, brand to consider your pitch proposal. My concept for Toolz Live will only work with an audience. If I have a good audience, then it's going to be a no-brainer. So if pop culture and entertainment news is something that you enjoy, please do yourself a favor and click right up here to subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it, really. It's growing. And, you know, it's not even really, I haven't really put effort and really started it. But when I do, you want to be a part of that trend, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. I've also reached out to some people that you may know on this red app to be guests with me on the show. So it's going to be fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to see those faves on the channel, please make sure you subscribe to Toolz Live. You know how much I love this platform. I love YouTube, consuming it and the community that I've built here. So thank you so much for getting this far in the vlog. And if you've reached this far in the vlog, please comment down the coffee emoji. I would love for you to succeed with all the pitches that you do. And you've got this, babes. You've got this. Just less bitching, more pitching. That's what I want you to succeed, and I want you to win. Because there's enough for everyone. Trust me, I know this. I've been on the other side. So, yeah. With that being said, there's only one thing left to say, and that is good night. God bless. Goodbye.
Yeah.